just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building. There's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week: 18 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll run left with Pollard. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now a give here to Pollard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Titans had 7-4 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Ward. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Come on.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And here's a give to Spears. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tajay Spears, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season. We only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach, Liam Cohen, can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
That's complete. It's Basher Tootin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go music cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. In motion left is Thomas. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Come on. 19 right.
At the 41-yard line. To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Throwing is Ward. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd and short. You look at this Jaguar defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Going for it, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun again to Pollard. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Ward. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Here's Ward. To the right side and caught by Eilmanor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Ward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Slide for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as Coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. That's caught left side by Iomanner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pollard. And coughed it up. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Moore. That's dumped off to Pollard. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Sebastian Joseph Day able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. For the be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me.
Okay, I'll side with you on this one. That's the correct call.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and 4.
From the gun, Ward. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Moore. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man down the field. That's Iomanner. Touchdown, Titans. Alec Iomanner, 43 yards. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, nice move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together. Here's the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this out to Tootin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Lawrence will throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Whoa, a final shot before break.
That's into the hands of Ironman.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the former Syracuse man, LaQuint Allen.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This is 2nd and 8.
Now Thomas will come in motion right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us. I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
To throw, here's Ward.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and do this himself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And out now comes Jack. Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That's pulled in at the 32. And he goes out right around the 39. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Pollard knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Hand off to Spears.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 8.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
75 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
19, 5, 70.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, they had 4 wideouts in the formation, and many coaches think this is a great look to run out of, but that's only if they're going to block downfield. It's one of those plays that either hits for 30 or sometimes it's stopped behind the line of scrimmage because you don't have the blocking power. This time, the latter was true.
Now Ward, 3rd and goal.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start up. The 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. They were ultra-confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Look at the big fella go. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Lawrence on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brenton Strange with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ward Incomplete. That's Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Lawrence. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Check smash, check smash.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Swinging this out for Pollard.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 8, 55 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Lawrence. Finds Tootin out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 26
yards. And the Jaguars first down.
And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good.
And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Lawrence. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. I'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory.
And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Titans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe